Welcome to Kenpo Karate at the Karate Training Centers. I'm Marty Martin. I'm here with John Johnson, and we're talking about how you can protect yourself in various situations. If you watch some of my other tapes, you know that I'm a firm believer in being spontaneous. I'm a firm believer that once you start learning the self-defense techniques in the Kenpo system, I want you to be able to understand how to take those parts of the techniques and utilize them in various ways. We've been working on that in the last couple of lessons, and we're going to move now to a technique called evading the samurai. This is a technique against a right punch. We're going to show you the technique first. We're going to talk about some things in the technique. We're going to move on then with some various examples again of other ways we can diversify the technique and become spontaneous with it. What we're going to do different in this technique than some of the other things that I've shown you thus far, this technique we start using kicks. Most Kenpo techniques have a lot of upper body work. We do a lot of blocks. We do a lot of hand strikes. We're going to go into some different ways now to utilize basic kicking concepts in the body of our technique. All right, we're going to start off against a right punch. Remember, I don't start off from old-fashioned ready stance. We go to a guard ourselves. The first movement in this technique is going to be a left step to the 10 o'clock position. We're going to utilize a left fan followed by a right upward block for our clearing motion. So when the punch comes, step fan block. Now, from that position, we want to complement the angle right here of the individual's leg, and when I come from that position, what I'm going to do is complement that by bringing my chamber up, follow the body, and I'm going to shoot a 45-degree roundhouse kick right into that lower body. So from position, it's step fan block, and then my kick is there. Now from that position, let's change here just a little bit. John Eddie's going to punch from this direction. I want you to see the step fan block. From this position, punch comes, step fan block. My fan parries, my block hits soft tissue here, tricep muscle. I strike, it's more like a punch. From that position now, my right leg comes up and complements that angle. From there, there's my kick. From that position now, I can cross step out. I'm behind my opponent. I've done two things. One, change the distance. Two, change the angle. If the individual turns, I read what they're doing in the turn, and then I can apply another Kenpo technique. I can follow up on that. Now let's look at the technique from a little bit different angle, straight on so to speak, so that you can understand how we clear and how this angle and the kick complements our defensive tactic. John Eddie's going to get right on the blue and green line so that you can look right down the camera line. I'm going to start from this position. Now watch where I move to when John Eddie punches. As he punches, I fan. I'm coming off at an angle. That's establishing my clearing action. When I come with this block, remember what I said, it's really like a punch. I hit and I turn the body a little bit. Look at the complementary angle here from this position. There's my kick. When I cross step to cover out, I've again created distance and angle. I come out behind my opponent. Now, that is if they don't go down. They may go down. If I get a groin shot in there with the roundhouse kick, or you get a shot into the liver area, get a good shot into the solar plex area where you knock the wind out of them, you're going to change the direction and the concept of the fight right off the bat. What is this technique? It's called evading the samurai. It's step, fan, block, execute a roundhouse kick. That's the core fundamentals of the technique. Let me show you that one time, and then we're going to move on to other things. So punch comes, step and block, do your kick, cross step and cover. All right, come back next week. We're going to add some more, and I'm going to show you some variations out of Kenpo Karate that work really well off of this technique.